When you think about branding, you might be thinking about outwardly facing materials, colors, fonts, logos, and maybe on a deeper level, you might think about values and the belief systems that align your company with your core audience. But I call it the inner work of branding because there's another layer to explore. When I'm working with CPG brands, startups, or even philanthropic organizations, I'm listening out for the aura. This is a framework that I created to help me understand what really sets them apart and what really connects them to the soul of the company, who they are and who the people are that are helping them on this mission. So the aura stands for points of arousal, your uniqueness, roadblocks, and aha moments. These are all areas where you find the real juice in the company. This is what no one else can replicate. This is what sets you apart. So let's look at the aura of pattern beauty. Points of arousal is obviously Tracee Ellis Ross. When you see Tracee Ellis Ross, you automatically know this is going to be good. This is going to be empowering. This is going to have depth. This is going to have range. You know what to expect when Tracee Ellis Ross shows up on your screen, and that is absolutely an instant draw. Next, let's talk about uniqueness. What is the thing that Tracee Ellis Ross is doing that no one else is doing with pattern beauty? She's taking Black women seriously. Seriously. A lot of Black-owned brands come across as childish or cheeky or come across as maybe a little bit condescending. It's really interesting how people's underlying biases of Black women, even their own, reflect in the branding. Tracee Ellis Ross fought for this very specific messaging, which is that Black women deserve better. And that is absolutely what she does better than almost anyone else in the market. Roadblocks, what many people may not know, is that it took her over a decade to get the brand launched. That commitment that she had to do over and over and over again to prove that this was the vision that was going to be realized. This was the company that was going to be born, no matter how long it took. It wasn't going to be a wig brand. It wasn't going to be a partnership with another major company. It was going to be her own company that she founded, led, and operated. And it was going to be for textured hair. That niche, that seriousness, that commitment is a roadblock in and of itself. But all of the trust that she's gained over the years is earned. So there's not this shaky feeling that she's going to switch up on us. A lot of audiences, a lot of Black women might feel like, oh my God, we have this thing, but what's it going to look like a decade from now? Are they going to sell out? Are they going to broaden to serve wider audiences? We've seen this with many other beauty brands like Tinted that have broadened their audiences, and it always comes at a cost. We know we don't have to worry about that with pattern because we know that the core founding team committed to their mission over and over and over again, and now they're reaping the results of that commitment. Lastly, the aha moments. The aha moments are these clarity moments that came to the personal story of the founder. And I always look for this because that messaging is often what connects them on the deepest level with their audience. For Tracee, it's often things like, you never know what life is going to bring, but it can still be just as wonderful. She talks a lot about her singlehood. She talks a lot about her standards in life, what it really takes to live her very full life, where she's got all these different projects going on. And some of it didn't go as expected, but how is she still operating in gratitude? How is she still operating with love and in light? That message right there is something that everyone can learn from. And that's always at the undercurrent of her content, of her podcast whenever she's guesting, of her talks whenever she's on stage. And that makes you fall in love with her and the brand all the more. These aha moments, these life lessons, these teachable moments that we all have experienced, is what you share. That's how you become vulnerable without oversharing. That's how you let people in without documenting every moment of your life. And in very many ways, I consider this building publicly as well. These aha moments is how you add value to the world outside of just the physical product that you're actually selling. So that's Pattern Beauty's aura. Comment below and tell me if you're a fan of Pattern Beauty and list a brand that you'd like me to break down next. I'll see you in the next video.